Hello, my students. I want to start the class with the doubt which was asked by one child, Komal. And I really want to appreciate her effort that she is doing the work on daily basis. Very good, Komal. And the doubt she asked was question number 3 given in the back exercise, which says to find out the work done and to state the two conditions for zero work done, and mistakenly the answer which was given to you was condition for work done only. Okay, now listen to me. I will be sending you these two conditions which I have discussed in the video also. The condition for zero work done are these two. So I will be giving you the answer and accordingly you will make the changes. So for today we will continue with the topic this energy chapter, and now we will actually talk about the term energy. Let us come to the page number 63 page number. Now we have studied work because work is actually required energy. Anything you want to do, you require energy to do. So how do we define energy? Energy is the capacity of doing work. Now, when I say capacity of doing work means energy is whatever is the amount of work you have done, that much energy is required. More the work done, more will be the energy spent. So that's why it is written here, there is a direct relation between work and energy. Yes, I am also mentioning the answer number, like question number 13, these lines are going to be the answer. So I have explained you that how energy is related to work. Energy is directly relation. There is a direct relation between work and energy. Direct means if you are increasing the work, you require more amount of energy. If you have less work, how much will be the energy? Energy will reduce and less amount of energy is required. Yes. Now let us underline this. The work done on a body in changing the state is said to be energy possessed by the body. Now another way of defining energy can be when object is changing the state from rest to motion. Like if you are if you are pedaling your cycle, you are doing work, and whatever work you have done in pedaling the cycle, that will tell us about the energy possessed by us. Yes, जितना हमारे पास एनर्जी होगा हम उतना काम कर पाएंगे. Okay, so both the quantities are directly related. All of you come to page number 64. So now we will talk about what is the unit of energy, because energy and work both are related terms. They are equal. Okay. Whatever work you have done, same energy will be used. So both have the same unit called joule. How to define 1 joule? A body possesses an energy of 1 joule if it can do 1 joule of work. 1 joule work करने में जितनी energy लगती है, that energy is called 1 joule energy. Yes. Now we will talk about the type of energy. Mainly we are going to discuss about mechanical energy. Now see, we do different types of work in our day-to-day activity. We run, we take rest, we catch the ball, we stretch the rubber band. Yes, we lift the bucket to the top floor, or we are climbing up the stairs. Yes, all these are different kinds of work. Now, in whatever work you see, you have to check the kind of work. In the work done, if the state of the object changes, means object rest पे आ गई या object motion में है, or you can say any state the object is possessing, not only the change, whatever state, rest or motion, object is attaining that state, means it is occupying what type of energy? Mechanical energy. So how do we define mechanical energy? Energy possessed by the body due to its position, that is rest or state, एंड अनदर इज स्टेट ऑफ मोशन. जब ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट पे होगी तब भी उसमें मैकेनिकल एनर्जी होगी, मोशन में होगी, देन ऑल्सो इट इज सेड टू हैव मैकेनिकल एनर्जी. बट these two things further categorize two types of energy. When we say object is at rest, we say it has potential energy in it. When we say that the object is in motion, we say kinetic energy is there. So there are what are the two types of mechanical energy? Potential energy and kinetic energy. The symbol used for potential energy is P dot E and the symbol used for kinetic energy is K dot E. When you are going to add both, means object is at certain position, उसकी कोई पोजीशन भी है और वो मोशन में भी है. ऐसा कब होता है? When the car is moving और it is going up the hill. तो जब वो हिल के ऊपर जा रही है, like here the car is moving up, it has both potential as well as kinetic energy, and when we add both the energy we get total mechanical energy. जब तो मैकेनिकल एनर्जी को हम और कैसे डिफाइन कर सकते हैं? मैकेनिकल एनर्जी इज द सम ऑफ बोथ पोटेंशियल एंड काइनेटिक एनर्जी. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन the situation where both potential and kinetic energy are present. Like in this bow, when you are stretching this, so the bow has changed, it has occupied certain state. We say it possesses potential energy in it. Now this potential energy is used in making the making this arrow to move. When the arrow start moving, we say kinetic energy is possessed in it. So you will be doing some examples where you will see that the object has both potential and kinetic energy. So in this bow and arrow case, the stretch rubber band has potential energy, whereas the moving arrow, this arrow when it starts moving, it will occupy kinetic energy. Okay, so now let us look at the further examples. So first type of mechanical energy, potential energy, we are starting with it. So it is the energy possessed by the body due to its position. कोई ऑब्जेक्ट किसी भी पोजीशन में कहीं पे भी है, it is going to have potential energy. Right now my book is kept on the table. I will say it occupies potential energy. You are sitting on the chair. You can say I am having potential energy. तो ड्यू टू द पोजीशन, हम किसी भी पोजीशन पे ऑब्जेक्ट को लेके जाते हैं, एनर्जी possessed by the object is potential energy. This pen kept at this position, it is going to occupy potential energy in it. Yes, this object is occupying what type of energy? Potential energy in it. Now this potential energy is further divided into two types. Let us underline the first type, that is the elastic energy. Now the word says elastic energy, so it is going to be possessed by the objects which you can stretch. What are those objects which we can stretch? Think about certain things. Yes, spring can be stretched. तो जब हम स्प्रिंग को कंप्रेस करते हैं या उसे स्ट्रेच करते हैं, the type of potential, the type of energy due to its state or due to its position is called as elastic potential energy. And the another type of energy, potential energy, is gravitational potential energy. So children, I am repeating this point again. In the potential energy is due to the position, but ये potential energy further two types में divide होती है, that is elastic potential energy and gravitational potential energy. In case of gravitational potential energy, the body is moved against the position. For example, this is the ground level. ठीक है, ये पेन जो है अभी ground level पे, I am rising it up. मैं इसको I am moving it upward against the gravity. It is moving against the gravitational force and it reaches to this position. So what type of energy it is occupying? Due to the position, you will say it is potential energy, but more specifically, we can say that this pen occupies, this pen possesses gravitational potential energy. जब भी आप किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को लिफ्ट करोगे अर्थ के अगेंस्ट, अर्थ से ऊपर लेके जाओगे, ठीक है, यू आर मूविंग अपवर्ड, you will say it is occupying gravitational potential energy. Now, think about some more example of gravitational potential energy. Imagine you climbed up the stairs and you reached to the first floor of the building. What type of energy you occupy? Gravitational potential energy. Why this case is a gravitational potential energy? Because you moved against the gravity. Yes? Or if somebody asks you what is the type of energy possessed in a water, stored in a water tank, in a overhead water tank. हम सबके घर पे we have a overhead water tank, है ना? टॉप फ्लोर पे या टेरेस पे हमारे एक टैंक होता है, वाटर टैंक. तो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एनर्जी इट इज पोजेसिंग? यस, इट इज पोजेसिंग ग्रेविटेशनल potential energy. Now let us look at the other examples of potential energy. Look here. In this case, the boy does work in bending the branch. तो जब हमने ब्रांच को बेंड किया, what type of energy gets stored in it due to its position? इस ब्रांच में कैसी एनर्जी आ गई? पोटेंशियल एनर्जी आ गई. ठीक है. नाउ व्हेन यू विल लीव दैट ब्रांच, दिस पोटेंशियल एनर्जी विच वाज स्टोर्ड इन द ब्रांच, देखो बच्चे, चाइल्ड हैज डन सम वर्क ऑन द ब्रांच. ब्रांच के ऊपर हमने कुछ काम किया. That work gets stored as a potential energy in the branch, and when you will release the branch, this potential energy helps the branch to move to its actual position. आप इस ब्रांच को नीचे लेके आए, ठीक है, इसमें पोटेंशियल एनर्जी स्टोर्ड हो गई ब्रांच में. जैसे ही आप उसे रिलैक्स करोगे, इट विल मूव अपवर्ड बिकॉज उसके पास पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है उस काम को करने के लिए, मूविंग अपवर्ड करने के लिए. ओके, रिवाइंड द वीडियो एंड लिसन टू माय कंसेप्ट अगेन. Let us take more examples for potential energy. Look at this figure where we have a compressed spring. Now, when you are doing work on the spring, ये spring के ऊपर टॉप पे हमने एक बॉल रख दी है, ठीक है. When you are doing the work on the spring, you are compressing it. What type of work you are doing? You are compressing, squeezing the spring. तो जब आप squeeze कर रहे हो spring को, आप उस पे काम कर रहे हो, and the work done by you gets stored in this spring as potential energy. इस spring के अंदर वो as a potential energy stored हो जाता है, ठीक है. And now you have removed the hand. What will happen? This potential energy will be utilized by spring to come back to the original shape. ये original shape थी spring की, ठीक है. Why the spring is able to do this work means coming back to the original shape? Because spring के पास अपनी एक potential energy आ गई थी. और वो potential energy कहाँ से आई थी? We have done work on it. You have studied this concept in class 7th also. Whenever we do work on the body, the energy gets stored in it. उसकी एनर्जी बढ़ जाती है. और यहाँ पे कौन सी एनर्जी आ गई उसमें? Potential energy. This energy will allow the spring to move back to its original shape. I hope this example is clear to all of you. Now let us move on to the next example, that is example of a catapult. Now in this case, when you are stretching the rubber band, what happened? The position ड्यू टू द स्टेट ऑफ द रबर बैंड. और अच्छा, कौन सी टाइप की पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होगी इसमें? विच टाइप ऑफ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी? इलास्टिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी और ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी? वेरी गुड, इलास्टिक potential energy. What type of potential energy is here? Elastic potential energy or simply potential energy. So now this band has gained some potential energy because we have done work on it. Due to that potential energy, the stone is going to use this potential energy and will fly away. तो यहाँ पे तो potential energy मिल गई stone को जब आप उसको stretch कर रहे थे, rubber band को पीछे लेके आ रहे थे. But when it starts moving, this potential energy occupied by the stone changes into kinetic energy. Another example, that why this nail is able to get into the wooden board? Because you have done some work on it. या तो आप स्टोन ले लो या आप हैमर ले लो. तो जब आप हैमर को मूव करते हो या स्टोन को आप हिट कर रहे हो नेल पे, what type of energy is there? The object is moving. So here is the kinetic energy. This kinetic energy is converted into the potential energy occupied by the nail. Okay, and the nail is able to attain its state. आप उसको जितना अंदर उसको डालना चाहते हो वो उतनी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी गेन कर लेता है to do that work. Here is another example of potential energy, that this falling stone has attained certain position. When it falls on this one side of the pulley, this potential energy enables the weight to move upward. Yes. Next, this we have already discussed, that water stored at a height has a potential energy. Keep on underlining the definition for what is elastic energy, what is gravitational energy. Let me quickly recall this thing. Elastic energy is the energy possessed by the object due to change in shape or size. And gravitational potential energy is the energy possessed when the body is moved against the earth surface. अर्थ से जब ऊपर कोई चीज जाएगी उसके अगेंस्ट द एनर्जी पोजेस्ड इज gravitational potential energy. Now we will try to find out what is the amount of gravitational potential energy. Okay, we want to calculate gravitational potential energy, but for that we should know on what factor gravitational potential energy depends. Let us understand the factors on which the gravitational potential energy depend. So here we are taking an object of mass m. It is moved from the ground to a height h. यहाँ आप imagine करो, ये आपके पास कोई object small m. It is moved to a height h. h height तक हम उसको लेके गए, ठीक है? तो object has moved upward, means against the gravity. Okay? जब object ऊपर जाती है तो उस पे gravitational force लगता है, yes or no? The object is moving against the gravity, so this will be the direction of gravitational force acting on it. And we have learned in the previous classes that this gravitational force will be mg. ठीक है? और distance कितना travel हुआ? Height h. So here we have taken h. तो mg is the formula, n is the unit. These things are the unit of the quantity. Now we want to calculate the work done in this situation. क्यों कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं वर्क डन? बिकॉज वी नो दैट एनर्जी इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू वर्क. अगर हमारे पास वर्क का फॉर्मूला है, उससे हम जो भी एनर्जी जो भी वर्क निकालेंगे दैट विल बी एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू द एनर्जी एक्वायर्ड. तो वी आर यूजिंग वर्क डन टू कैलकुलेट द एनर्जी. यस, तो वर्क डन का फॉर्मूला इज फोर्स इनटू डिस्टेंस. We have put the values mg in place of force and distance की जगह h. तो mgh becomes the gravitational potential energy occupied by the body. क्यों हम इसे पोटेंशियल एनर्जी बोल रहे हैं? बिकॉज वी हम इसे एनर्जी क्यों बोल रहे हैं? बिकॉज वी नो दैट वर्क डन इज एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी और एनर्जी, एनी फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी. तो जितना मेरे को वर्क डन मिला वो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी के बराबर होगा. देयर इज वन मोर सिंबल फॉर पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, दैट इज U, which you will use in higher classes, and the unit for the potential energy will remain same, joule. जितनी भी टाइप्स की आपकी एनर्जी है, चाहे सोलर एनर्जी हो, चाहे हीट एनर्जी हो, सबकी यूनिट क्या रहती है? दिस कैपिटल J. Now I was talking about on what factors the gravitational potential energy depend. From this formula only you can conclude that gravitational potential depends upon mass and height. This small g, which is also called acceleration due to gravity. ये आपने पिछली क्लासेस में भी, प्रीवियस क्लासेस में you are using it. This small g is acceleration due to gravity, and potential energy actually depends upon these two factors, mass and height. अब दोनों केसेस में पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होती है. डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल मीन्स इफ यू इंक्रीजेस द मास, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीजेस, एंड इफ द मास इज लेस, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी या ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी विल बी लेस. In another case, another factor is height. So potential energy is proportional to height. Height increases, potential energy also increases. I hope these 2 points are clear now, that the 2 factors are mass and height, and if they increases, energy increases. If they decreases, energy decreases. Another टाइप ऑफ मैकेनिकल एनर्जी इज काइनेटिक एनर्जी. तो हमारे सराउंडिंग में जो भी चीज मूव करती है, अगर ये पेन मूव करता हैज मूव्ड, इट इज ड्यू टू द एनर्जी पोजेस्ड बाय इट. जब भी कोई चीज मूव करती है, इट इज पोजेसिंग काइनेटिक एनर्जी इन इट. सो let us take one more example of this stone. The child has thrown this stone. So at this level, the stone was moving and it is possessing kinetic energy in it. अब ये kinetic energy क्या करती है? It is supplied to the window pane. ये कहाँ पे चली जाती है? विंडो पेन में. और कैसे यूज होती है? फॉर ब्रेकिंग इट. यस, व्हेन अ फॉलिंग हैमर व्हेन स्ट्राइक अ नेल, जब हम नेल फिक्स करते हैं, व्हेन वी आर फिक्सिंग अ नेल इनटू द वॉल, व्हाट वी डू? वी मूव द हैमर, वी आर डूइंग वर्क ऑन द हैमर. और जब हम वर्क करते हैं तो कौन सी एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस हो रही है उसमें? काइनेटिक एनर्जी. व्हेन आई एम मूविंग दिस पेन, आई एम डूइंग वर्क ऑन दिस पेन, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एनर्जी इज जनरेटेड? Kinetic energy is generated. So there are many situations whenever you see these things moving around you, anything moving around you, you can say it is possessing kinetic energy in it. So like potential energy, kinetic energy also depends upon 2 factors. One is the mass of the body, another is the speed of the body. Now let us see how they are related to kinetic energy. All of you look at this formula. This is the formula for kinetic energy. How it came, you will learn in higher classes. There is derivation for it. But right now understand the relation. When I say mass of the body, the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the mass. मतलब अगर मास इंक्रीज होगा बॉडी का, उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा होगी. इमेजिन देयर इज कार एंड ट्रक इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. तो सो विच हैज द एबिलिटी टू अटेन मोर काइनेटिक एनर्जी? यस, द बॉडी विच हैज मोर मास इन इट. यानी ट्रक के पास काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा होगी. ओके, अनदर क्वांटिटी इज स्पीड. So kinetic energy is directly proportional to v square. Now how it is related to the speed? If you double the speed, तो स्पीड का स्क्वायर करके इट विल बिकम 4 times. मतलब स्पीड अगर इंक्रीज होगी तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी इंक्रीज होगी. बट कैसे? अगर इसको 2 times करेंगे तो ये 4 times हो जाएगी. यस. Now imagine 2 similar cycles are in front of you. Yes, one is moving with 10 meter per second, another is moving with 50 meter per second. Which is going to hurt you more? Yes, the higher speed. तो जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे 2 और 4 लिखा है, I have taken 10 and 50। तो जिसकी स्पीड ज्यादा होगी, जिसकी स्पीड ज्यादा होगी, जिसकी वेलोसिटी ज्यादा होगी, उसके पास काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा होगी, एंड इट इज गोइंग टू हर्ट अस मोर. Yes, students. So read this chapter carefully. We have done many concepts, small concepts, which you were doing in the previous class also, and it is very easy to learn if you will do it on the same day. Okay, so revise the chapter, read the chapter, and do the homework as suggested. Thank you for today.